Jessica was gorgeous, and I mean it. People throw that word around a lot, gorgeous, but I'm telling y'all, she was, oh my gosh, she was absolutely beautiful. And the way I met Jessica was really interesting. So my cousin Bobby, her prom was coming up, and she had just found out that her asshole, cheater of a boyfriend, was taking another girl to the prom at the last minute too. So she wanted me to come and pose as her new guy to make him jealous. That's right. She's a Lundy, that's how we do. So I was all about it, but I had to look my best. And this was like the late 90s, so looking my best meant one thing, and that was baggy blazer and tight muscle shirt underneath. Just like Boys to Men, that's what I was going for. So I went to the mall, went into the store, and this absolute smoke show approaches me and says, "Hi, can I help you find anything?" My pulse started racing, my heart beating, I'm sweating, I'm just shaky. I'm like, is this Ebola? I came to the mall the night before the prom and caught Ebola. That's it. And but I wanted to say something kind of cool back, so I said to her, muscle shirt. Smooth. And so she told me that her name was Jessica, and she walked me over to the shelf where the shirts were. And there was only one left, but it was perfect. It was black, it was a size medium, but there was one thing wrong. It had a hole underneath the armpit. So I show it to Jessica, and I'm like, I need this shirt. It has to be this shirt. And I don't have time to shop around. The prom is tomorrow, and this is the perfect shirt. And then I explained to her why I needed it so bad and how my cousin needed me and the asshole boyfriend. Well, somehow it connected with Jessica, and she said, you know what? I'm going to sew it for you. Am I right? So I'm like, oh my God, okay. So she gives me her number, and she says, call me later tonight. I'm going to sew it up. I'm going to give you this shirt. Absolutely. So later on that night, I call her, she gives me her address, I come and I pick up the shirt, great job, can't even tell there was ever a hole there. And she tells me that when I get back from the prom, to give her a call and let her know how it went. Perfect. So the next day I go to the prom, everything goes off without a hitch. I mean, the shirt, it was perfect, it was tight, my nipples were showing, it was so sexy, so sexy. And it went great because the guy at one point actually stormed out. He was jealous, and he stormed out of there, out of his own prom. So anyway, all I could think about was Jessica getting back and asking her to go out with me. So I get back, I call her, I ask her out, she says yes. Yeah, but now I'm nervous because I got to come up with a great plan. I mean, this is Jessica we're talking about, right? And so I was thinking, where should I take her? Where can I take her? And there was only one place good enough back then, TGI Fridays. Now keep in mind, I mean, I was 19 years old. I didn't have any money. You know what I mean? I mean, now I'm international, House of Pancakes. But back then, the TGI Fridays, it was the shit, and the best one was located in DC. Now, I didn't really know DC that well, and I'm already bad with directions, so I would say about 15 minutes into the date, I was absolutely lost. Absolutely. We're down by the Washington Monument. We're circling around like the Jefferson Memorial, the Smithsonian. I'm absolutely lost. I'm apologizing. It was like a tour of historic DC. No Fridays in sight. So as time goes on, I'm running out of shit to say. And Jessica's getting kind of distant, and she's like staring out the window. It's all quiet. I'm like, this is an absolute disaster. Still lost. I'm apologizing, and I turn and I look, and I see that Jessica's not only quiet, but she's crying. You feel sorry for her, feel sorry for me. It had to be the worst day ever for her to actually come to tears. So I don't know what to do, and I say, I'm like, I'm sorry, like, are you okay? Why are you crying? And what she told me changed the whole course of the night. She said that even though she lived in Maryland on the border of DC, she had never actually seen any of those things that we drove by. She had never seen the Smithsonian, the monument, the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, nothing. The closest was ever, pictures or on TV. She had a rough upbringing, so she had never really gone on field trips growing up. So all these things were foreign to her, and I guess she was overcome with emotion and just started crying. So I finally found 295. If you know the area, 295, it'll bring you right back home. So we go and we're talking about her childhood, my childhood, but we're still hungry. So we go to the Wendy's drive-thru, and we order enough for a family of 10. We take it, we drive to her parking lot, and we park, and we eat, and we talk, and we laugh for hours. Hours. We talked about how McDonald's onions didn't make your breath smell as bad as Wendy's onions because McDonald's were kind of minced and the Wendy's were actually sliced. And then we kissed, and FYI, Wendy's onions are worse. We came to find out. And so we were in that car talking, laughing, and just having a great time, just me and her, until the sun almost came up. And before she got out the car, she thanked me for what she called the best date she had ever been on. And it was mine too. And it was all because of that holy-ass muscle shirt that led me to my personal best.